while Suzanne Hudson is interviewing Hermine Dawson. Hermine's mother is talking with Laura Park.
I just got a call from the local police department. My son is out of jail. Wasn't he the one who beat your daughter? Did he escape? No, he was bailed out. By someone named Diana Callie. Diana Callie. That name sounds familiar. Oh no. I need to make a call now. Debbie, you remember telling me about someone named Diana Callie and how she used to cause trouble for your mother? Yes. What about her? I think she may be in your town. I just heard that she bailed out the brother of the blind girl who was beaten last week. Oh my God. So Diana Callie is here? Well, I can't stop her from visiting our town, but knowing she bailed out a domestic abuser doesn't sound good. So you just accepted her bail offer, even though she wasn't related to the suspect? Even though she is my enemy?
I'm sorry, but legally my hands were tied. The court had set the bail, and anyone who could afford it was allowed to pay it and get that boy released.
You should have warned me about what was happening. If Diana Callie and George Dawson have teamed up, they must be planning something terrible. Put out an APB on both of them.
Meanwhile, the Reverend Emily Denton has joined the campers for an all-ages Unitarian Universalist service.
Welcome, everyone, to this special UU service for all ages. Today, I will be reading from Honoring Fallen Soldiers, by Erica Hewitt and Paul Sawyer. It should be noted that Debbie and Carrie requested this topic in reference to Debbie's father, Rich Smith, and the fathers of Richard Sims, named Michael Jefferson and Charles McKenzie, all of whom died violently even while fighting for justice. They may not have served in the military, but their lives, and their deaths, should still be remembered. Thank you. Think of where you feel safe and at peace. What's the signal that tells you it's okay to be at peace? For people in the United States military, there's a special signal that says you're okay, and you're at peace. It's a melody called taps, and it's only 24 notes long. It was composed by a general in the Civil War and his bugler. It's hard to remember how important bugle calls were in the military once upon a time. In the days before radio, bugle calls were the only way military units could communicate to groups over a large area. In the 1860s, the end of the day was important. If there was time and peace enough to play taps, that was a signal that the camp was relatively safe. It meant that you were not under attack. It meant that there were no enemy soldiers to worry about. To a camp of soldiers, the notes of taps meant that, unless you were on duty, you could close your eyes and sleep in peace. They say that the first time taps was played at a service for fallen soldiers also took place during the Civil War. In those days, the traditional military salute was, as it still is, the firing of a 3-round volley of rifles. But this one time, they say, was after a long battle, when finally a ceasefire had been called, and both sides had stopped to bury their dead. In one camp, as the work ended and the memorial service began to take shape, the soldiers knew that sounding the artillery salute might be taken as a return to fighting, and not as a sacred memorial. Someone had the idea of sounding a bugle, and that sound would never be taken as an aggressive act of war. Taps came to mean the same thing. It meant the safe and quiet end to the day, time to rest, time to turn the lights out, to let their eyes close, and as best they could, to be at peace. That's what taps means. It's like a powerful prayer. We try to make our congregations places where people can feel safe and at peace. We work outside of our walls to create a community like that, too, a world where everyone feels at peace in their neighborhoods and towns. At this time I will play taps from my cell phone. Everyone listen to it.
My grandmother. We must remember her too.
Thank you for that tribute to the fallen. While my father never served in the military, he was still proud to be American. As am I. You are most welcome, Debbie.
By now most of the campers will be settling down to sleep. But we will make them run for their lives instead. Because of the hot and dry summers Texas is notorious for, the forest will be perfect for wildfires.
Then let's get busy. And so Diana Kelly and George Dawson begin setting fires at various places. And before long,
What the hell is happening? It looks like a wildfire is coming towards our camp. Let's gather up the others and head into the creek. The water will protect us.
and so the campers all followed Debbie and carried to the safety of the water.
We made it. Hack, hack, hack. We may not get burned here, but the smoke inhalation is still a problem.
Then we are all still in danger. Remember that gas bombing attack at our church and how it damaged our lungs?
Hack hack. Let's call 911.
Jessica, I just got a report from the fire department that a wildfire is raging out of control and has already destroyed the camp Debbie, Carrie, and the others were at. So they are in danger. Debbie herself called me and said they are all in a creek so they won't be burned, but they still need to be rescued. I will call the Lessie couple and have them come with us. Laura, all of the attendees here have been accounted for, including Diana Hudson. But our campsite has been ruined. Hack hack. That cough does not sound good. Suzanne and I will return to the camp immediately to reunite with Diana.
There they are, in the water. George, while they are distracted by the wildfire, grab one of the children. I don't care which.
Yes, ma'am. And so George rushes into the water and grabs the other Diana.
Oh no. Let her go, you creep.
Why have you taken me? What do you want? We want nothing from you. You are just a bargaining chip.
Give that girl back, Diana Kelly.
Debbie, if you want that girl back, tell your mother to come here and surrender herself to me. She and I have a score to settle.
What does Diana Kelly plan to do to Sandy Smith? Will Diana Hudson be saved? Will someone die before this night is over? Tune into the next episode to find out.